Guys, I have been covering the progressive versus establishment fight in the Democratic Party since the 2018 midterms, but last night in Michigan was the biggest result I've personally seen since AOC beat Joe Crowley in New York. Let me explain what's going on. Back then, Abdul El-Sayed was running for governor of Michigan in 2018, but he lost that primary to Gretchen Whitmer, and it wasn't even close. People were like, Democratic socialism will literally never take over Michigan. Y'all are crazy. And then last night, just a few years later, he obviously won the Democratic nomination for Senate in Michigan, even though Governor Whitmer had endorsed his opponent, Haley Stevens. So Haley Stevens had the governor's backing. She had Gary Peters' support, whose seat it actually belonged to. She had basically the entire party apparatus. And on top of that, there was like $65 million in outside money that poured into the race, with over 30 million of it coming from AIPAC's affiliated PAC, going directly after El-Sayed. It turned out to be the most expensive Democratic Senate primary in history, and Haley Stevens lost by about 2 points. But that wasn't the only one that mattered. Donovan McKinney, who was endorsed by the DSA, knocked out the incumbent Shri Thanedar in Detroit. Will Lawrence, who co-founded the Sunrise Movement, won the 7th District with 43% in a three-way race where two moderates spent months splitting the vote and refusing to get out of each other's way. Obviously, Cori Bush lost her rematch in St. Louis to Wesley Bell pretty decisively, but a year ago, the DSA had 2 members of Congress. Now, they're on track for at least 5, and Wisconsin votes next Tuesday, so they could get even more.